I don't know, have a good day.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It's story time. Let's no waste time and start. I saw my wife's chat with another man on the second phone, which I accidentally found in the bedroom. So my wife and I have been married for 3 years, but we have been together since high school. We've never had any issues and she's never given me any reasons not to trust her. But about 2 nights ago, as we were getting into the car on our way to have dinner at a nice restaurant, I ran back inside to use the bedroom before we left. Well, on our bedroom counter, she had left a phone charging, which is odd because we only charge our phones in the bedroom. I didn't really think anything of it until I saw it had received a text from another man. We'll call him Jim. Now here's where I went wrong. I opened the text from Jim to find some flirtations and suggestive texts back and forth between Jim and my wife. I only skimmed these conversations because they made me feel sick reading them. There wasn't much I could do at the time, so I had to just leave the phone and go. We went out to dinner like we had planned, but I was feeling very out of it and my wife must have noticed because we ended up leaving dinner early. I didn't have much to say to her on the drive back or when we were home. She asked me what was wrong and if I was okay, but I wasn't ready to talk to her or to deal with the reality of the current situation. I tried to just sleep it off. That morning, I decided I had to confront her about Jim and the second phone I found. Well, it turns out the phone wasn't my wife's. A friend had asked her to hold on to it during a night out and had forgotten about it, and was actually coming over to pick it up that day. At first this, of course, was a relief, but now my wife is furious with me. She thinks I don't trust her. So now I'm sleeping on the couch. It's been a day and she's still very upset with me. What can I do? Okay, maybe you have any advice for this poor man. Please write your thoughts in the comments. And now the next story. My girlfriend of 7 years cheated on me and got pregnant. I just need someone to give it to me straight. I just need to get all of this off of my chest because I have no one to vent to in my personal life about this. I just need someone to read this and tell me what I need to do. Forgive me if this is long. So, she and I have been dating since 2015 and I love her. There's no doubt that I love her and I know she loves me too. We are so integrated into each other's lives that it's hard to picture life in the future without her. Let me back up a bit. For the last few years, our relationship has stagnated. It's hard, it's ups and downs surely, but the past few years has been neither particularly good nor terrible. We have had issues with intimacy, however. The chemistry wasn't there the same it had been in the past. The issue brought me extreme insecurity and anxiety and understandably made her insecure as well. To cut a long story short, it got so bad that one day in July 2022 I get off of work and all of her stuff is gone. She had bought a new house and told me I wasn't coming with her. I was devastated. I had to move back to my mom's house 100 miles away and rearrange my entire life without any notice. During that entire time was remained in contact and began to slowly make up. I get inspired to make the changes I needed to patch up the relationship, and I was ashamed it took so much to get it going. Soon enough, I started doing really well. She's proud of me and happy with the strides that I'm taking. She won't let me visit her house, but we are going on dates and having sex more when we get time together. But she is getting visibly more depressed as time goes on. This puzzles me and I get really worried about her. She starts having more issues with her health. Constant nausea, gallbladder surgery, and has a full concussion at work. She's very overwhelmed, but I'm there for her. And I'm very stressed because she's always been depressed and is a busy person, so she always has a lot going on, so she's always balancing. Cut to about a month ago, her and I are having a very emotional discussion about the issues I've had in the past. And it's here she admitted to me that she had a miscarriage and it wasn't mine. I was floored. She apparently had sex with this man pretty soon after I had moved out and got pregnant during the first encounter. And since she was already pregnant, she told me that she had sex with him at least twice more. This hurt me deeply and still does. But at the time I knew I had been a pretty awful boyfriend in the past. And like I said, I love her so much and can picture my life without her, so I thought this would be something I could work past. It will take time, but I thought that I could do it. Everything started making sense. All the health issues and various other events started fitting together. The fall at work was her going to the hospital for the miscarriage. It was just all lies, and I was entirely obvious because I never suspected her to be capable of this. Now we jump to a few days ago. I called her to say goodnight, and this guy answers the phone, and I immediately know who it was. It turns out that during the pregnancy she gave him a key to her house, which I never set foot in, by the way, and he's been coming over periodically and flipping his shit at her for talking to me and laying his hands on her. Not striking but gripping her to the point of bursting. Immediately my biggest concern is her safety. I tried to get her to stay at her mother's house, but she just won't. Mind you, she just got approved to move into a new apartment and is looking into renting out the house because of this scenario. In the meantime, she doesn't seem to think that she's at any sort of risk of harm, and we got into a huge fight about it tonight. And at this point, I'm just so exhausted of worrying about this person that deeply betrayed me. She's cried over it and talked about how much she's regretted this, and how this was such a huge mistake that caused a chain of events, etc., etc. I've always trusted her. I had never pinned her for a liar or cheat, but I guess I drove her to that point. I believe she regrets, but this is such a giant mess now. I can't stop asking myself, how did I get here? I don't think there's anything salvage in this, but I can't seem to let go. What do I do? Okay, what do you think about this story? Please don't be silent and write your thoughts and the comments. It's so important to me. And now story time is over. Thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to our channel and have a good one.
I don't know. Have a good day.